Hey y'all! Hello everyone, I'm Scratimus and I have a special guest for y'all.
Woohoo!
If you know him from his podcast Arc Reactions, I have with me today, please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Dylan. As Scratimus said, I do Arc Reaction podcasts and I do Bat Books for Beginners. Been doing podcasting for I think 3 years now,
Mm.
and been friends with Tim since God,
We met in high school. We went to the same high school, and then we
over a
just
decade.
yeah,
Jeez, we're old. we're,
yeah,
we're we're the old comic book guys, man.
hmm yeah. But anyways, what we're discussing today is what was revealed in San Diego Comic Con. We got our first taste of Wonder Woman and Justice League.
Yes, yes, we did.
And then we also had leaked footage of Killing Joke, which
Oof.
which I have not seen yet. I've only seen the trailer. I'm kind of saving myself.
I've got. So you might not want me to talk about it because I've got a lot of not great things to say about it.
But anyways, let's start on a good
All
note.
right.
Let's start with Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, let's start with Wonder Woman. Let's start with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Let's start
Yes.
with the fact that this actually has color and some fun to it, and what looks like a lot of action, which is something I hate to say good things about Zack Snyder, but it's something he does well is action.
Yeah, but he's not directing this.
Isn't he producing it though?
He's producing it, but he's not directing, so that's
Yeah,
a blessing.
yeah, it is. True story. I feel like even as producer, mind you, I've never worked in the film industry. But producer still has some input and some say in what goes into the movie and kind of directional things of the movie.
Well, yeah, they're providing
At
the
least there's a little
funds.
bit of oversight.
Oh,
Yeah. So I
yeah.
mean, I think he's probably gonna have some input. And let's face it, of all the things Zack Snyder does absolutely horrible, and there is a laundry list, he does action and like fight scenes really well. And,
He's like the Michael Bay of your choreographed fighting scene or action
exactly.
scene.
Yeah. 100% true. Um, And what we saw in the teaser, the fight scenes that we saw, which there were more than a few, had a very Zack Snyder feel to them. A
Yes.
lot of really cool angle maneuver shots, a lot of maneuvering the camera and using like a track camera system to
To
make to get some really cool shots.
agreed. I mean, when I first saw Gal Gadot in the horrible Batman v Superman,
That abomination on film,
oh, but
dude. Martha, why did you say the name Martha? Oh my God, really, really? Oh, now to be fair,
that's another painful thing.
that is now. I do want to point something out, and I watched the honest trailer for that CinemaSins put out for Batman vs Superman, and they're right. There was some cool stuff, like the fight scene with Batman. That was pretty rad.
Well, yeah, it's Batman. Can't really go
But
wrong.
well, you say that, and then we got like 15 minutes of Bat CrossFit where he's hitting a tire with a sledgehammer.
I liked it.
Oh, it was so. Tim,
It's
it
just
was
it's so retarded, but I liked it.
it was ridiculous. Like, how can you like that? It was like, wow, that was 15 minutes of a 2 and almost 3 hour film that we could have cut of Bat CrossFit of him hitting a tire with a sledgehammer. Did we need to see? And I understand Zack Snyder has this weird obsession with the male form. Let's face it, dude is really, really creepily into the male form. Which, hey, if that's his thing, that's his thing. Cool.
Yeah.
But you don't bring your fetish to my film. And like, do we really need to see Batman all veinied out hitting a tire, the quintessential tire with a sledgehammer CrossFit thing? What the hell was that? What?
It
What?
was an homage to Rocky.
It was an homage to why the hell am I watching this film? Why did I pay money for this? That's what it's an homage to.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch it in theaters. I
I,
bootlegged this son of a bitch.
I, only reason I saw that pile of horseshit in theater is that I was doing it for my podcast. I'm still salty about that, all right? I'm still salty about having to pay, even if it was for the podcast and it was content. Oh my God. But back
On Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Getting too far off base here.
Yeah, but back on Wonder Woman. Let's talk about her costume. Apparently they got the hint. Dark is not always good. They actually added some color.
Yeah, what I saw in the trailer was they still used that sepia filter, except for like the golden lasso was glowing in the scenes we got on the mascara, I believe it was, where it's very colorful and bright at the beginning of the teaser, was really cool.
Let's face it, it's brighter in general.
Which is not hard to accomplish. Like they uninstalled the 10-watt bulbs and put in some 30-watt bulbs.
Yeah.
Right?
But
the World War II scenes that we saw, which I thought was World War II, it looked like World War II.
It's based in World War II.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, scratch that. No, it's World War One because they were using biplanes instead of
Right.
So it is World War One.
Yeah.
I have to say, but either way, I saw those scenes. I was like, mwah, oh yes.
Appropriately dark. They're supposed to be, it's World War One. You're supposed to, when you portray war like that, you don't want bright colors. It's war. World War One, World War Two, you want that kind of dark sepia tone. So at least it's tonally, appropriate to have kind of sepia out tones and such. Except for the glowing golden lasso, which looked really rad. And holy crap, they're going with the golden lasso.
Cheese. It's a little bit cheesy, but
it's Wonder Woman, and we all know, I'm sure that dates back to her creator having a bondage fetish.
Yeah.
Because why would a Amazonian warrior have a lasso? What?
To hang up someone with it? Amazonians were violent, and they also they chopped off one of the boobs for crossbow for their bows and arrows, but
in the legend, yes, but the lasso never really was in the legends. Lassos weren't really a thing per se.
But ropes have been around forever. I mean,
yeah, true. Yes, but using them in the context of a lasso hasn't really.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's one of those like weird things where, yes, it is cheesy. You're right. You're 100% correct. It is kind of corny. It's kind of goofy. It's a callback to the origins of the character, the originators of the character. But still, they're going with it. They're embracing the crazy, campy insanity, and that's what we need with DC.
I know.
This like everything must be serious. Everything must be gritty and brutal. It's like
everything must be Chris Nolan.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Yeah, I have high hopes for it, but
I do too. I'm with you there. But the old saying goes, "Shit in one hand and wish the other."
True.
And I hate to say that. I hate to be, the negative, grumpy, pessimist, cynic. But from what we've seen in DC, it's like, what the hell, guys? What the hell?
Yeah. Now let's move on to Trevor. What was his name? Stephen Trevor?
Stephen Trevor, yeah.
That's right. All Chris Pine's doing is just replaying his Kurt persona.
Basically, yeah, very much. He was kind of a little snarky, a little sardonic, but still,
look at
that military air about him.
Yeah, he fits with the time.
The classic looks.
Mm-hmm. His personality, it fits during the time because it's World War One, and women really don't have any voting rights or anything. So yeah, it fits. But
unfortunately, yeah.
I think he's gonna do great. I mean, I think Kurt works out for Stephen Trevor.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you got a good actor there. It's not like he's a bad actor, and he has the look. He has the classical kind of handsome aesthetic to him.
Yeah.
And he's not a bad actor.
No, he's not.
I think he's going to be good for the role. I think ideally they make it more about Wonder Woman with him as a secondary or tertiary part of it, instead of having it be about him as the entrance, the buy-in character, as the saying goes.
Here's your man candy.
Yes. Although having man candy isn't a bad thing either. Let's face it.
Yeah.
He's I think it's going to be good. I think I have high hopes for.
No villain reveal yet. From
you're right, but I have a feeling we got the peak of it. They had a long shot in the teaser of looked like a Russian general, maybe.
I think she's just fighting Nazis, to be honest.
Yeah, well, but this is World War One, not World War Two.
This
is Prussian and
oh yeah,
the assassination of
Ferdinand.
Yeah, Ferdinand. Thank you.
How do I
So it's
remember
like
that? I have
nonsense.
no idea.
History. Um,
Yep.
so yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see. Now in at least one of her retellings, when we did for my podcast, uh, it was against it was Ares kind of controlling things in the background.
Hmm.
So it could be Ares. They could insert the mythical Ares is the catalyst for the war, being the god of war. He's the one kind of influencing people around and moving things around.
Yeah, that might be that, or she just might be just playing in World War One.
I mean, yeah, I would hope they go with Ares though, just because it makes the story richer to introduce those mythological elements that are true to the backstory.
Yeah, but all in all, out of on your hype scale, 1 to 5, where's your hype at?
And on this one, it's a very cautious 3.75. I want to be high, but BVS, Man of Steel, the hype is caution. The hype is tempered.
Yeah, I say maybe 3.5. I'll just round it off 4 out of
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
A solid
So
one.
yeah, I think we're pretty high for this. Old Man Comics is pretty high for this.
All right.
It's not Guardians of the Galaxy hype or Deadpool hype, but it's still pretty hype.
I had no hopes for Guardians of the Galaxy till I saw it.
What? Oh man, I was on the hype train hard for Guardians.
Well, I
I'm
did.
still on the hype train.
Well, I'm excited now for Volume 2, but when it first came out, I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Ugh. You disappoint me, man. You disappoint me. You make me sad.
What I know Marvel, I know DC, but I didn't know who the heck they were. Only the,
They're
oh,
Marvel.
I know they're Marvel, but I didn't know who they were in Marvel. What exactly their purpose was. The only inkling I knew about them was when I saw them on Avengers Assemble, or on also Spider Man. That was about it. I was like, okay, who they're doing this?
Yeah, I'm, I
Hmm.
was on hype, and I'm still on hype for that, but and hype volume 2. But yeah,
Oh, I'm
this
hype on Volume 2. It's gonna bring it.
oh dude, the soundtrack alone is going to be amazing, just because they do it right.
All right.